Road networks, sea and air routes link countries, regions, and continents in matters of exchange of goods and services, transport of people from one point to the other. Conscious of this fact and of the issue that no state can develop without these networks, heads of African countries deemed it worthy to have a synergy of actions that will allow them to speak of one voice. Experts from Africa for a week examined the cases. Working sessions held beyond closed doors were on issues such as the regulations on the powers, functions, and operations of the executing agency of the Yamoussoukro decision, regulations on the protection of consumers of air transport services, and regulations on competition in air transport services within Africa. Equally discussed by the AU Specialized Technical Committee, the bylaws of the committee, projects and finances, seaport competitiveness in Africa, single air market, liberalization of the African air, investment facilities, climate change, tourism, and rail transport. Airline alliances and other commercial arrangements between airlines and provisions in agreements were examined with relation to the Yamoussoukro decision.
Most of what was done had to do with the Yamoussoukro decision, as well as the single African air transport market. Now, the Yamoussoukro decision was a decision of heads of states dating back to 1988. It has been implemented by states, but not fully.
The Agenda 2063 and projects embedded in it were considered with emphasis on the improvement of air services on the continent.
One of the flagship projects of Agenda 2063 is a single air transport market, African air transport market. And the only way for us to be able to implement that by 2017, as given to us by the heads of state, is to use the vehicle that is already existing in the sense of the Yamoussoukro decision, which is an excellent decision that was made by the heads of state to encourage air links within Africa, to ensure that all African states are linked by air, and in the process to develop airlines, free exchange of Fifth Freedom traffic rights, and in the process be able to develop strong airlines that can compete with any in the world. A single market is to have an air transport system in Africa that will allow all airlines to be able to get up today and say, I want to go to, from Togo, I want to go to South Africa, and be able to operate and carry people, carry goods, carry mail. No restrictions. If you look at Europe today, they have an air transport market, and that is why any airline within Europe can operate to any point, any other point within Europe. That is the same kind of system that we want in Africa, because this kind of system will boost trade. Automatically, the first that benefits is trade. Then you now have, tourism coming a close second. And when tourism and trade are boosted, it automatically increases the GDP of all the countries that are involved. So when you have a market, it's an integrated system where all the players will be able to work harmoniously together and be able to boost trade and boost development and boost that integration that the African Union has been working towards.
Experts advocated for the implementation of the decisions and heads of state and of government of the AU's backing for the success of the program.